I'm back with another Sue Sunday. And this one is very special to me because this guy actually was the first one ever to recognize me at a Grey Day show, my first time in the USA. Well, can you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Calan Beasley, and I go by 40 Cal Productions. I'm a photographer, videographer, mostly in the underground scene.
That's so true. And like I said, I met you in 23 at Grey Day. And you asked me if I was MommaTaunT, and I thought that was so sweet because you were the first one who actually ever saw that it was me. I thought I was unknown over there. I didn't know you at the time, and when I looked you up later, I saw that you are this fantastic photographer, and I thought by myself, damn, I'm on so many pictures with so many people that I met, and I met the best photographer I know, and I didn't get a picture with you. So
Aw, dang.
that's still my biggest regret. But
Right.
you
Me
never
too.
know. Maybe someday we'll have that chance again.
Probably, it seems like you come here a bit
That is so
to the
true.
good events.
Yeah, if you live in the Netherlands and you want to see shows, you have to travel. And I have been so blessed. The last time I was in Denver, I had some secret Santas that just put money on my PayPal for me to come over.
Oh, wow.
The vibe at a live show is like no other. But you, as no other, would know that because of course I am a fan of your work, and also I looked onto your Instagram. Oh, I look there often, but I've seen you making pictures and I've seen you taking pictures of people that I would have loved to see a show but are no longer amongst us. How did
Right.
you ever start with the photography? Is that like a childhood dream, or did you go to a school, or you self-taught?
Well, first of all, my dad is a photographer.
Oh.
Um, he didn't do a ton of concerts, but he did Jerry Garcia and Alice Cooper
Ooh.
back in the 70s on film camera. And my dad would always just show me movies, basically like cool gangster movies from Europe and stuff. And I'd watch my own comedies and stuff. I always wanted to be a filmmaker pretty much,
Oh.
but I really enjoyed photography and music videos, and I thought that was a good way to get into it, and I kind of just went more that route than the film. And I've always been like a huge hip hop fan, of course, and music in general.
And did your dad show you how to make the good picture?
Um, Not too much. He pretty much just gave me like some loose advice, and I started just using like a VHS type camera with my friends, and actually we were filming a lot of Jackass type videos because that was a big inspiration for us. We were like extreme sport guys, skateboarders. I love snowboarding. But I basically did digital video class in high school and filmed for some local rap artists that I knew. And so I went to UC Blue Ash, University of Cincinnati in Ohio, and for electronic media technology, but I focused on photo and video mostly. But honestly, I had this mentor named Ahmad Rashidi, based in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he's an amazing like documentarian, and he did a bunch of concert work. And I had an internship with him doing concerts for like a couple months,
That is so cool.
and that pretty much got me into fine tuning my craft more.
And you have it or you have it not, but you have this amazing eye for the good picture. because anybody can learn how to work a camera, but you have to have the eye, I believe, the to take the right picture at the right moment, or to at least, I don't know, you always seem to have the shot. And that is so
Mm.
awesome to see that you get to do that. What was the first artist you had in front of your camera that made you give the chills yourself? Like, what was like, okay, that I got this one, that is the one.
Do you mean early in my career or like just in general, I guess?
Well, there's always this first picture of the artist that you look up to. There's always like a first. So I just wonder,
Right,
what was the first picture of an artist that you really wanted to have in front of your camera and you got that shot? Or maybe you got the shot
right.
that was so amazing that all the other photographers didn't get that one.
That's part of what I take pride in getting the shot that I feel like others didn't get. But sometimes it can be hard to do that with the same position in the photo pit. Um, and I always tell people that I try to capture the emotion really well, is what I go for. One shot that comes to mind when you ask that question is this photo of Juice World, my first time seeing him. It's actually a funny story. That first show that I went to was randomly announced like last minute, and it was a high school graduation party like at some small venue in Lima, Ohio. Like there were probably like just 100 people there, and it was weird because it was in the middle of his tour, which was like sold out everywhere else. So it was like I went to this unique show of high school graduates
That is
and
amazing.
barely anybody there. And it was perfect because I could sneak in my camera to it too easily. I basically, at the very end of the show, I probably could have met Juice World, but instead I chose to keep photographing because I knew this was like an amazing moment to photograph. And he was like taking a selfie, and it looks like he's crying. Like, and it, on top of that, he shared it on Twitter. It meant the world to me.
Oh, well, that is a very nice first memory to have and to share. Thank you for sharing that. But that is insane to have him perform at a school. There must have been like some insider that knew, like the manager or him, to get him to a school while touring. That is so absurd if you look at it.
Well, it wasn't a school, but it was just some small, like, hole in the wall venue.
Yeah.
And, like, I think one of the high schoolers' parents, like, reached out to Juice World's management and paid a big fee to
Hmm.
make it happen.
Cool.
And then it was announced on Instagram, like, $10 to get the ticket. I was like, oh, I'm going. It's an hour and a half away.
That is
I'm about
insane.
to photograph Juice.
And you did. Yeah. Rest in peace. I still regret that I never got to see a show of him. I love his music. And I heard that he was a very special person too. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I just have to give a quick shout out to my friend Season, Seezyn. He worked with Juice World. He has a couple released songs with Juice World, and he produced for Juice World too. And Juice World changed his life, honestly.
That is so nice. It's very hard to top that one, I guess. But after that, you were more known in the scene, and I think that you are very good in picking concerts to go to and take the pictures. I've seen a lot of great artists that you take pictures of, and I do believe that. Of course, I've seen your work, but I've also seen you at work. I do believe that you somehow always seem to have different angles, different pictures than the one standing next to you. And I think that that itself is maybe your special trait, that although you are at the same position, you always seem to captures something else than the others. And there's a lot of emotion in the pictures. You said it yourself. Is there was there any time a picture that you took that was used for an album or for artwork or for merch
Um,
that you know of?
I'm not sure. Besides actually like that DJ Sprite guy who like remixes Suicide Boys music, like he used one of my photos. But I can reveal that um I mean since it's probably not gonna happen, but I was reached out to by Netspend's manager and he was
Mm.
talking about using my photos for merch and paying me a good amount, and I was like excited for that, but I guess it didn't happen, so it is what it is though.
Well, it didn't happen yet, but I do know because I remember that my son and I reacted to a net spent video, and you reached out.
Mhm.
I didn't like that song that much, but
That one was not that great, honestly.
no, but I do remember that you said that he has so much aura, that he is such a vibe on stage, and that he's so good to take a picture of. So
Yeah,
I hope that it will be used, and sometimes it's in the vault for like a long time, and it might happen, it might happen. And how did you
right.
come on to the Suicide Boys? When did that happen?
Um, it's honestly hard to remember how I discovered them. Oh, but actually, there was this like group on Facebook called The Underground, and it was like run by this like Australian guys, and they would put people on like, and it like got like up to like 80,000 members or something. They'd put people on to a lot of music, and that might have been the way I found them. But all I know is my first time seeing them was 2016 in Dallas, Texas. And shout out to Puya's brother and Puya's aunt for getting me a photo pass to that.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Is that the same Puya brother that is the manager of Young Gravy?
Yep, that
Okay.
one.
Well,
Andrew.
then the shout out is given. Do you have like enough credentials now to like if you reach out to bands or to managers that you always get a pass, or how does that work?
It's never really a guarantee unless you have a good relationship with them. But I have some ways like I shoot for online publications that like make posts and articles and stuff. And a lot of the artists prefer you to have one of those so that they're they know that there's going to be published articles and like photo galleries on a website that has a bunch of viewers, which is kind of ironic because I'm pretty sure like I have like way more viewers than my own publication that I'm shooting for. That's not always the case, but it's just kind of odd to me because you would think that I just have enough eyes on me that to get the pass on my own.
Yeah. By now you really should. For from now on, everybody should just let you in because of who you are and your well, you have an enormous following on Instagram. I don't know about the other socials, but your Instagram is well visited and I can see the views. If we go to the Suicide Boys, what song did you pick for today and why?
So I picked I Will Celebrate for stepping on broken glass and slipping on stomach-soaked floors.
That's quite a title.
Yeah, they're hard to remember for me. But I picked it pretty much because it's like one of the trippiest songs to me. Uh, the beat is just so like psychedelic, and I believe this is the one where Ruby says that the smoke twists and disappears or something,
Mm-hmm.
and he's taking acid. I don't know. I even had a friend who asked me, "Are there any other songs like this one?" because I absolutely love this one. Like, and we just couldn't find another one like it.
Okay, well, I challenge everybody who watches this video to find another one then for your friend because there probably will be a song that
Right.
is as fucked up as this one. But we'll share the screen and let's watch it or listen to it together because it's that old. It doesn't have a lyric video, I think.
Walk in with a dead bitch and a swisher lit drug kick. Got a half hit with the ass hit. Can't quit, I'm an addict, so dramatic. In a manic, feeling panic. I need a Xanax, pass it as I hold it, real slowly, lonely, looking ghostly, surrounded by smoky. Mirror images of a fictionist over me. Don't give a fuck behind me. I'm drug dealer, R.I.P.
Take a hit, the ass have been a while since the trip. Now I see you know the shit. Brain glowing, everything is bending in the same motion. Roll the blunt, I take a hit. Start staring at the smoke as it twists and disappears. Peer pressure don't affect me, bitch. I take drugs on my own. Pop up Perkins, throw some coke. It feel like my heart is broke because I get fucked up when I feel alone. I'm choking on this podium, but we are moping that I don't breathe, bitch. I'm dope back like you know me. Shoot me up so I can know deep.
Actually, you may be the first one that showed me a song that I did not react to ever. I
Oh,
have
really?
to, yeah,
Wow.
I thought that before, but then my son said, no, you did that one, but I'm pretty sure I did not do this one. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna double check, but then you are the first one in the Sue Sunday history. And I did like 400 songs, so I
Oh,
did a
wow.
lot, but I don't think I did this one. I don't recall.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
recall. And
surprising.
I get the psychedelic feel that you were referring to, and
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that it is different from the other ones. And I
Yeah.
also remember that Scrim's mullet, Jack, was in an
Mm-hmm.
episode of mine, but I don't know if I wrote down the song that he let me listen to because that one was kind of weird too, because then you can show it to
Right.
your friend.
Yeah, that tape, uh, I no longer fear the razor guarding my heel. Is it part one, I think? Um, yeah, it's the first one. That whole tape is like really good, and it has my flaws burn through my skin, and I almost picked that one.
Yeah, but Flaws was already done by Moody, and I think Scrim Mullet did Opana.
Oh yeah,
That is kind of an eerie, weird kind of song too.
Opana's funny. I remember them performing that in earlier days.
How many Grey Days have you seen since 16?
Well, well, they weren't gray days back then, I
No,
guess.
concerts then maybe.
Right.
How often did you
But
see them?
I'm actually like losing track of how many times it's been. I think it's like 14 or so now.
That's so cool. Yeah. If there's like any artist that you haven't had in front of your camera, but you could go to a concert and you could take pictures, who would that be?
Um, I could probably pick a better one than this, but the first one that comes to mind is SD Kid.
Okay, and then without the scarf, I assume.
I mean, I don't know if you can do that.
I don't know either. There's still this theory that when Timothy Chalamet did the song with him, that when you see
Yeah.
him, you can't see SD Kid. You can't see his face and his eyes. So I think they did it on
Oh man.
purpose to still keep the secret. Like, oh, it could be
Right.
him. But to be honest, Timothy is a great actor. But to do that Scouse accent that SD Kid has,
Yeah.
that would be that
Yeah.
I don't think he could pull it off like that. So, but I'm intrigued to know who that is. Who that is. And I would also love to meet one day Corp's husband, just to and talk to him.
Oh really?
And yeah, he could actually read the dictionary to me, and I would still be in awe because I love that voice, and I know that he hates
Oh
it
yeah.
maybe, but I love low voices. But SD Kid, okay, and in the underground rap, no wishes there.
I mean, there's definitely like rock artists and some EDM artists probably that I haven't crossed off my bucket list.
Who? Let's
Um,
manifest.
it's hard to think because I've gotten Slipknot and I really liked that. Um,
I get that.
oh yeah, I haven't photographed Green Day yet. I like them. Oh yeah, I mean, I wanted to photograph Blink 182, but I don't know if they still have all their members together,
I think they do.
right?
I'm not sure actually because
I
well
think
they
I heard they might or something. I'm not sure though.
no, I don't know either because I do know that when I was young they were like a thing. We all danced
Mhm.
to it, so it was kind of nice to have them with a comeback. But yeah, that would be nice. I like when the faces are like, I don't know, have emotion or have weird features. I love weird faces on
Yeah.
pictures. That always does it for me. If they're too pretty or too handsome, it doesn't do it for me. I like if there's something off. And if you can capture that, then I'm always very happy.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I always steer towards photographing rappers because they have the grills, like colorful hair and dreads,
Yeah, that's
different
so
styles.
true. It's so. I have a friend over here. Nobody over here knows that I'm the weird MommaTaunT over there. So it's kind of nice
Yeah.
to be secretive in both on both sides. But I have one friend who knows everything, and I always show her the
Hmm.
pictures. And when I came back from Denver, she said to me, "There's never a hottie there." She always looks at them, and
That's funny.
and they could be like great musicians, but I want to see a hot guy, and I'm like,
That's funny.
well, well maybe, well you can beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I think it is very handsome if they're like just slightly off. I don't know what it is, but
Right.
it's more interesting. Maybe interesting is
Yeah.
more the word to go by. Can you live off of making pictures with the publishing thing that you have?
Photo and video is my main profession and I can get by pretty well. It's just a matter of how well I'm doing at being my own boss, it seems like, and not getting too used to like having a good amount in my bank account and just relaxing too much. I just need to focus on staying hustling. But I was actually like I like tweeted or whatever the other day like asking if other people had managers because it'd probably be nice if somebody could do the networking reaching out for me cuz I feel like I have the potential to get those bigger clients, but I just have trouble like getting the gig set up, you know.
To be able to travel to see shows and make the content, it's the same for you. You still have your costs and
Hmm.
you still have to go there and maybe stay there, and I have to fly over there. So I think that would be a good next step for you to get a manager, because I do believe that with your potential, and that's the thing with great creative people, they don't have that business side in them that much. There are
Right.
some people that I know are very creative. I always My big example of a person who is very nice, very creative, can rap, can sing, can produce, but also has the business side. That is Mikey the Magician. He is, to
Mm.
me, top notch when it comes to having
Oh
it
yeah.
all. But I don't think many people like him have that total package that way, because somehow in your left and right brain it doesn't add up. If you're like really creative and all about creating, the business side somehow gets pushed aside. So it does make sense that you would get a manager to do that for you, so you can focus on taking that perfect picture that I know that you can. I do hope that our path will cross in the future. And I do hope that then I will have the courage to go up to you and ask for a picture, because now I know who you are, and that we can redo that moment. But it was so nice talking to you. Is there anything that I did not ask that you would love to say yourself or add to this?
Um, Shout out Lil Peep, Suicide Boys, uh, Juice World, R.I.P., XXX Tentacion. Um, well, now I just feel like I'm leaving people out though.
You probably will. If you shout out anyone that you had in front of your camera, I think you will be fine just saying that. And people should go to your
Yeah, that's
Instagram
true.
and see the beautiful pictures that you took of all the artists that you had in front of your camera. And I do hope that people will go to your Instagram. And do you have like other socials that you want to plug right now? Because this is the moment.
Well, quick shout out to Suicide Boys' old photographer, Max Beck, Max dot Bam, because I fuck with him heavy, and he's a good guy.
He is.
I'm on every social media platform, so you can check me out anywhere. Just type in 40 Cal Productions. Um, but opposite of a shout out to TikTok, because I hate you for lowering your creator fund, because I had the best check of my life from social media just for it to never be the same ever again.
Oh.
Maybe shout out to Trump for selling TikTok to somebody, I guess. Just kidding. I'm being weird as hell right now.
This is exactly the example. Like, you're not very good in selling yourself, but I will do it for you. I will put all your handles in the description of this video, and I will plug
Right.
you until the day that I die, because, like I said, I like your work. I will do that.
All right, here's one thing. I'm gonna lock in with YouTube more, so check out 40 Cal Productions YouTube channel.
I will do. Actually, I will collab with this video on your YouTube. So everybody that sees this, and I don't know how many followers you have on YouTube yet, because you have a
Oh,
lot on
cool.
Instagram. I don't
Yeah.
think everybody will see this video, but if they do, the subscribe button, actually, because I collab with you, will be under here. People, if you watch this, go subscribe to this guy, and I will see up front how many he has, and I will look afterwards if you did it. Because just follow this guy, he's worth it. So thank you, Callan, for being here. And like I said, I hope to meet you one day, and we can redo that moment and do take a picture.
Uh, I really appreciate you having me. Like, thank you so much for inviting me onto the show. And you seem like an amazing person, so nice and cool too. Um, and it just meant a lot. Uh, I've haven't really done any interviews, and it's an honor for my first one to be with you.
No, the
And
honor
shout
is
out to your
totally
son as
mine.
well.
And for everybody who's watching, thank
Right.
you for being here. For now, bye bye and be nice.